Welcome to Switch Comics. My name is Marco.
I'm Chris.
And today's new comic book day. We got some cool new books to talk to you about. Slightly different setup. I'm using a new camera. Well, it's a camera I've had for a while.
A better camera.
It is a better camera. The settings might not be exactly how I want it. I haven't had a lot of time to mess around with it yet. I am excited to play around with it. Slightly different angle. It's a little bit higher. But yeah, I dig it. I do want to play around with it a bit more. I hope you like how it looks. So let's go ahead and get into it, though. So starting off with a couple of things that I had to reorder because we ended up being short on. So I got New Mutants 26 here, which is this awesome cover of Danny Moonstar. I really like that cover.
Is that the same artist as the Sabretooth this week?
It
looks very similar.
I don't know.
In style.
I kind of don't think so.
We didn't pick it up, but there was like a cover C of Sabretooth or something.
Yeah.
It looked really good.
And then I also... I don't even know what number this is.
5.
I don't know.
What if I was right?
No. 4.
Ah, darn.
Cowboy Bebop number 4 is the blank variant. Eventually, at some point, I will do something with these. I don't know what. But something. I've been collecting a number of blank covers and whatnot. And then, so this is a book from roughly a month ago or something. But we have Jane Foster, The Mighty Thor number 1,
yeah.
which I forgot to read last time.
You did?
But because I think it just ended up... Because, we split up books, and he's like, you read this pile, I read this pile. And somehow, I just never got that book, and I didn't read it. And while we were reviewing everything, I was like, wait a minute, I have no idea what this book's about. I did read it, though. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
To prepare for
place in
Jane Foster, Thor number 2. So, went ahead and picked up the Momoko cover, as well as the start of the Predator variants.
It looks real good. I can't wait for Predator to come out and for more Predator variants to come out. I love the Predator.
So, pretty neat book. But yeah, it definitely takes place during this current Thor run.
Period, yeah.
I just don't know exactly when. I kind of feel like it's maybe meant to be an in-between story. Like, this could be...
In between the current stuff going on with Hulk?
This could theoretically be right before Hulk.
Yeah.
Or I could see this being like right after Hulk, but maybe still not being mentioned in the main line. You know what I mean? I could see that. Maybe? I don't know. It's hard to say.
It doesn't feel
We're
like
only
it'll
2
be
issues
tied
in.
To anything.
It strangely does and doesn't. I don't know how much...
Because it has the Odin hammer.
Yeah, and that's the big thing.
Yeah.
And Thor is in his, Donny Cates costume. So...
For what brief time we see him.
Yeah. But regardless, I think it's a really cool run. I really like Jane Foster in this series. I really like Sif. I think Sif is always super cool.
Yeah.
To see.
Beta Ray Bill shows up for a cool moment.
Yeah,
baby.
I like a bit of him. I assume we're going to see more of him. I think the next cover is of Sif. So maybe... which this cover was of... Is his actual name Mr. Horse?
Oh. It's Ultra 7.
I'm sorry. I should clarify. The next Momoko cover. Not the main cover.
Yeah, the next one's still Jane Foster.
But is the name actually Mr. Horse? I'm not familiar.
I don't know. Because
someone at least made a joke in the book. Someone was like, "Is that a horse?" And he's like, "Mr. Horse, actually." So I don't know if that was a joke. Maybe that's his real name. I don't know. It's a talking horse or Pegasus, really. But
yeah.
Anyway, I do feel like in this issue, we'll just say Mr. Horse for now, had not a big spotlight, but a little bit more of a spotlight. And so maybe if thematically it keeps going that way, maybe the Sif issue will be next issue. I don't know. I'm always down. We've got little brief bits of Lady Sif in the current Thor run, but I always enjoy it. She's a really cool character. Really cool costume right now, too.
Yeah.
And then we have another Predator variant. with Captain America: Sentinel of Liberty #2.
I just really love the idea of Captain America fighting a predator in the middle of the jungle.
He does not look like he's having a good time.
No, but like, it's Captain America. He'll win.
Yeah, I mean probably, but he looks spooked.
At the very least, he's probably a physical match for the Predator. You know, Predators are strong, but like,
I mean, Predator was throwing around Schwarzenegger, and you think Schwarzenegger would lose to Captain America? I don't think so. Anyway, we also picked up the Momoko cover, super awesome. Which, I mean, it takes a lot for me to want a Captain America cover.
He's bought that one. I bought the Predator one.
Yeah, but I had to make sure I get this one. More or less, anytime Momoko uses a lot of black, it's a must-have. I buy a lot of Momoko covers, but I don't buy all Momoko covers. So I only, there's some, like there was a Sabretooth one.
He's not insane. You know who we're talking about.
I can't tell if you're calling out Terrence or Logan.
Out Terrence. Does Logan get all Momokos too?
Well, no, he gets all Harleys though, even if he hates them.
I was thinking of other Logan.
No. Oh no. But anyway, oh yeah, because there was a Sabretooth cover this week that I just didn't care for. I mean, it was fine.
Yeah, it was
I just don't care for Sabretooth really, and I don't really care for Captain America, like I said. But this one was like a step higher, with everybody's artwork.
Like Captain America.
Yeah, with everybody's artwork though, some pieces are better than the others, And I think this one is super nice. What did you think of? Did you read this one right?
Yeah.
Anything interesting? Anything with Bucky?
Yeah, a little bit with Bucky. He's doing some interesting investigative work.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll want to look into it. It's tough.
Yeah.
It might lead into its own thing. I don't know. Yeah, that's a big thing right there.
Anyway, moving on to another Momoko piece. We have Ghost Rider. What is this, number 3? Number 4. We're on number 4 already. Wow. So Ghost Rider number 4. Really sweet cover. I've really been enjoying all the Momoko Ghost Riders. This book is really interesting.
Gross.
Yeah.
It's like it really delves into like the grossness of demons and all that. It's like
Yeah, it's a very gross title. But like in a good way. I mean, that sounds bad, but
it's not like
just weird horror-esque,
shock factor gross. It's just
weird things are strange and I really like, and I can't for the life of me remember her name, but I like this new character that was introduced in this series. At times, I feel like actually at most times, I kind of would almost rather learn more about her than see what's going on with Ghost Rider, despite what's going on with Ghost Rider being pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Still stringing us along on the mystery of
got a few more
why
clues.
He keeps blacking out. Yeah, there's a little bit more clues. Man, there was a really sick transformation of him turning into Ghost Rider, this one.
Which one was that again?
When he was rolling up this, right there. That's so cool. And again, it's like, it's gross, but like awesome at the same time.
Too much. His face is like melting.
Yeah, yeah.
Usually we just see it like
he's on fire,
he's on fire,
and he's a skull now. But like, yeah, his flesh is like peeling off as he turns into Ghost Rider, and it's awesome. Really like. I'm really curious. So like this whole every issue, we see this big crack in the back of his head, and a lot of weird demon-y stuff or something going on back there, and it gets grosser and grosser as each issue passes, and I have to know what's going on. But yeah, I'm really digging.
The Darkhold wrong. You see, the eye's supposed to be right here, Marco, not back here.
Then we have Avengers Forever number 7. I gotta say, pretty weak looking cover.
Yeah, the other cover was alright. I don't even remember what it was. But
yeah.
This is the one I chose.
That one's pretty boring.
If I remember, the other cover didn't even pertain to this story.
It was like a gala cover or something, maybe.
I think so.
Might have been.
It's like Quasar or something.
I don't like when they do that. Like, there's enough X-Men titles. Put them on the X-Men books. You know what I mean? Like, there's no reason to be flaunting gala covers everywhere else. Well, anyway.
This one's fun. So, as you may know if you're reading this,
is this like? Do you feel like this is coming to an end relatively soon?
I don't know.
Because, yeah, I don't know if this is supposed to be like a mini-series or be its own thing. I don't know.
Well, it ties directly into Avengers.
Yeah.
Regular. Because I told you before, there's like these multiversal villains fighting everybody who want to take over the multiverse. And that's what Ghost Rider's doing as the All-Rider. He's gathering heroes from the multiverse to
Fight multiverse.
Defend.
Okay.
The multiverse.
Yes. Understand?
Yeah.
It's so simple.
No, and this one has to deal with alternate Captain America. Specifically, not just Captain America, Steve Rogers. There's a dog Steve Rogers in this.
What more could you ask for?
Not
All right,
much.
so moving on. So we have Strange Academy 18. I think this is the final issue. I'm not 100% sure. I thought last issue was the final issue, but I guess not. I did pick up the Stegman variant. Always love an opportunity to pick up some Stegman work. I kind of think this one would look better in black and white, because I kind of have that opinion about all Stegman work, and like it looks fine in color. I like it, but I keep looking at it, and I want to see it in black and white, just inks, I need to read that series still. That's all I got for that one. That's our last Marvel book. So moving on to our one and only DC book for the week.
We're reading more Batman.
We picked up Batman 125, which is the point where Zdarsky's taking over the run. And I went ahead and, my boss that, he reads... I don't know if he's been reading Batman.
I have no idea either.
I can't remember. But anyway, so he read it first. Point is, and I asked him, I was like, me not really knowing much about Batman, haven't been reading this series, it's issue 125. Is this a good spot to jump in? And he said absolutely. Now, granted, as to be expected, it did feel like there's a little bit of things that I was missing. And it was like, remember when that happened? And, it has a little asterisk issue, whatever. But again, like, it's pretty relatively self-explanatory stuff. I thought it was a pretty interesting issue. I like that Zdarsky seems to be, at least with this first issue, making this more of a psychological battle for Batman rather than him having to beat up another villain or something,
Yeah.
It was pretty interesting. I wasn't really expecting the little twist with the villain in this one. Introduced a big robot, what I assume is a new character. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know enough about DC. I guess I shouldn't be making up assumptions like that. But I do think it did seem like a new character, and I don't think it'll be anything significant moving forward. I think it, just pertain to the story for now. But I really liked that character. I thought that character was super fun. And was that just like I didn't meant to check.
I think that was Catwoman.
Yeah, I feel like it also had a little story for
that.
Catwoman. I did read it.
It looked like just a preview.
It definitely it tied into everything here.
Did it?
Yes.
I didn't read a word of it.
I just don't know if it's to be continued in this or Catwoman. It kind of felt like it was setting up Catwoman.
Give her a smooch. She deserved it.
But anyway, yeah. So there's a little part where the story ends for Batman, and then it moves on to because at the end of the Batman story it says next the good soldiers, and then at the end of the Catwoman story it says next the kin of Cobblepot. So
yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just a preview for the next Catwoman.
Probably, but it does tie in, and it was a pretty good read. I feel like even if you don't want to read Catwoman, just read that little thing at the end, and it'll be...
Unless Catwoman's also written by Zdarsky.
Yeah, I don't know, but interesting. I really enjoyed it, and we are not DC people. We are not DC people, but we are Zdarsky people. So
more DC people than you.
I mean, but we don't read a lot of... How many DC books do you read?
Not that many.
That's what I'm saying. We're not DC people. But pretty interesting book. Then moving on to the Tinian book, The Closet, number 2. Really, really like this one. Man, I feel like... I don't know. I feel like when I put the book up here, it does look better. You can see it better than when I was showing it before on the other camera. But anyway, super, super cool book. Very, very... It's just a lot of talking, but in a good way. It's very well written dialogue. There's something weird happening, but very minimally. So I am curious. The thing that sucks about this is there's only one more issue. It's just a 3-part series. And so I don't know. I really like it. If you want something that's a really quick, kind of creepy, I don't even know how I would explain this. It's a lot of life relationship drama twisted into a horror story. Yeah, I think that's apt. But yeah, if you want something creepy and very short and brief, check that one out. And then up next we have Twig number, what is this, 3? Twig number 3. Got the Momoko cover. What is that, like the 3rd or 4th Momoko this week?
Yeah.
Something like that. Pretty good issue.
Twig is so much fun.
I really like...
I love the world they've created.
Yes, the world is super, super fascinating. I feel like this would make such a good animated show.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's just one of those things, like, I can't... I want more of just this world, even if it's not, like, this main story with Twig. I'm like, what's going on with these weird little creatures and stuff, you know? Super, super fun. Always has some great covers. If you like cute and fun, check out Twig. Then moving on, we have Heavy Metal Drummer number It Doesn't Want to Tell Me Ever, so there you go.
But I'll tell you this, it's the end of Volume 1.
Oh, yeah?
After this, it's Heavy Metal Yakuza.
Yakuza?
Uh-huh. Really, here, I don't care.
No,
I don't care about
fold. I don't care, don't fold
well,
it.
then I can't show that page.
Whatever, here. Pochang. Anyway, whatever. Interesting. I don't know. I haven't been super interested to even really get caught up. I stopped reading after maybe issue 2 or 3 or something. It was fine.
I'll give the same review I give it every week. Man, that was weird. It's
yeah.
kind of cool, though.
And then Chris bought some... I guess we'll do this first. Chris bought some books to start a relatively new series.
Red Sonja, Red Sitha.
Yep. I don't know anything about Red Sonja. So he picked up
Me either. I want to know
issue 1, and then issue 2, and then out new this week is issue 3. And what was your verdict on that? I didn't read it.
It's alright. It's fun. Relatively lighthearted. Her costume's different than on the covers.
Okie dokie. And then moving on to the last one, I have Basilisk number 9.
I don't know anything about Red Sitha, so I can't like say, oh, this is different, this is revolutionary or anything, you know?
I've never heard of Red Sitha.
I don't even know if she's a new character or not.
I think so. Because I've never heard... I mean, granted, I don't know that much about Red Sonja and stuff. But I've never heard of Red Sitha until...
to more in the past, you know? Her with Red Sonja and stuff. But that's
know.
about it.
Anyway, Basilisk number 9. I picked up the B cover because I think this is a pretty cool looking cover. I didn't read it. I got tired. I got tired, y'all. And you know what? I had some voiceover work to do and some other stuff. And I ate a big fish sandwich that was pretty good. And so here I am. It's time to record the video. We got Miss Marvel here. And
it is 2:12.
Yeah, and we got Miss Marvel here in a little bit. I got to edit the video and do this and that or whatever. So yeah, there's that. I'll catch up. I think I'm only... I don't think I'm behind on that series at all.
For another hour.
But that's all we got for this week. Tonight, we might be playing Raft. We might not. We might be doing a haul stream. I haven't decided yet. We'll figure out later.
I want to play more Raft. I can hold off on the haul stuff.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Raft. Come on, everybody comment
stop.
Raft.
Stop. Other than that, I have some cool things in the works. I hope you all enjoyed that Trending 20 tier list video. I will be definitely doing more of those. I've been kind of wanting to do something with some of the key collector stuff, but in a more unique way that isn't just, hi, I'm reading the key collector list. I've made content, I guess, you know. So I thought, this was a pretty interesting way to do it, and it seemed to have been received pretty well. I have some other guests hopefully going to be on the channel here pretty soon. I'm excited about that too. Maybe slight hiccup in what I thought was going to be a CBCS unboxing this weekend. Because basically, I sent my stuff with my boss. He sent some, comic in, and we sent some comics together. And then he got COVID, so I don't know when I'll see him again. So whenever he gets back from that, unless he just drops it off at the shop or something,
and sprays it with disinfectant.
But other than that, I would not be expecting the unboxing this weekend. Unfortunately, I was really excited about it, but we'll see what happens. I think that's all I got. Yeah, if the video was loud because of the fan in the background, I apologize. But you know what? It's hot. I'm sure you understand. But yeah, that's gonna be it. Thor this weekend.
Don't
Thor
forget
this
to buy
weekend.
keychains to support the channel.
Yeah, check out my Instagram for keychains. Yeah, how well can you see the keychains?
Not very.
It's not. It doesn't want to focus.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna have to figure out my focus points on this camera. I'm not used to them. But anyway, Thor this weekend. We're gonna watch it either probably Thursday night or Friday night.
We'll probably review it in a stream or something.
It might even be a Friday video. We might do that.
Yeah. Unless it sucks. I doubt it.
No, I'm super hyped for it.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all know I like Thor. All right. But that's gonna be it. See y'all next time.